pproteus back for round number 3, playing against Stompy, I assume. I'm going to keep this hand. It's great. I like being on the play. Boros is definitely favored against Stompy, but it's not as much of a crush them matchup as a lot of people like to say. And that's because Stompy is actually capable of playing a long game. And while Boros, if you tune your 60 right, it definitely can have the ability to have fast starts, but can't really do that while trying to interact really hard in the first few turns. So I've got to cycle the cave here because I can't do the thing that I want to do. That should be okay. So I'm thinking about how to use my mana effectively. Pretty sure what I want to do here is cast Rapid Inspector. We've got these 2 Ash Barons, 2 Boros Garrisons, which really I don't want that at all. I just want to get them down. My plan is to, in fact, not block the Young Wolf, even though that means that my opponent can kind of get me with... what is this? Is this an epic confrontation? My plan was to not block the Young Wolf for the basically sole purpose of playing around things like playing around hunger. And I acknowledge that will turn on Pitscock some percent of the time. My opponent seems to be valuing the Young Wolf, so I'm gonna take that into account. So do I want to hold up Young Wolf, Lightning Bolts to stop a hunger? I can. Problem is, if my opponent is willing to play the hunger, they probably also has vines. So yeah, I feel like I'm very behind. I have to play the garrison here, so I'm gonna start with that. Yeah, I can't do it. I just have to kill the emissary. And it's not like the holding up the red mana will stop my opponent from attacking. I'm still going to take a bunch of damage. Prismatic Strands is good, because it's going to buy me multiple turns, probably. I can block the Young Wolf here. Do I want to do that? I think I do not. Especially because I'm flooded. I may need to Skyfish or Rapid Inspector at some point. Of course, first thing I need to do is interact with my opponent, because they're going to kill me unless I find Skyfisher or something. Oh. That's something. Okay. What if I hold up Bolt? Like, pretend. Will that protect me a little bit? Or maybe that is foolish. So I'm going to take 7 here. Alright, got a plan. Next turn, I'm going to Glinthawk, then hold up Prismatic Strands. Yeah, okay, that's my plan. That's my plan. Prismatic Strands next turn. This turn's Hack Clue. Hope my opponent does not kill me. Because if they kill me, then, well, then nothing else mattered. So this is 7. Going to 6 and dead to like Vines plus Mutagenic Growth. Although my opponent's probably not so gutsy to kick Vines into open red mana. Got 4 cards in their hand, and they didn't play a land last turn, so that's not really great for me, but I'm pretty sure they don't have Hunger, because they would have used it. So I'm left wondering, what do they have? Nest Invader, sure. Alright, I would like to draw another Glinthawk, I think. I think that's what I want. Galvanic Blast is a good one. I like that. I'm going to cast it right now. Yeah, I've got to cast it now, I think. Actually, I don't really have to cast it now. Changed my mind. I don't have to because my opponent is not going to do anything, not really going to blow me out with the vines. So I'll just hold my prismatic strands, and I guess I got lucky to draw the prismatic strands because I've gotten into a game where prismatic strands is good, and I drew it. Sometimes things just don't work out that well. My opponent can elephant guide here. It may be that they've been holding up an elephant guide for a while. Of course, I will galvanic blast if they try to cast elephant guide. Alright, so here comes this, and I'm going to take 0 damage and kill Burn Tree Emissary. This is pretty solid, I think. Eldrazi spawns, of course, do get around prismatic strands, so I'm going to watch that rancor, see if it goes over there. But that'll be, I mean, I have to go galvanic blast, so this is going to trade for vines at worst. My opponent does have 7 power of creatures on the board, plus the rancor. I probably have to galvanic blast in response to the rancor wherever it goes, so yeah, I'm just doing that. And if I get a vines, then, well, at least I got a vines. Trading for vines is, you could probably do better, but it's definitely worse. So I need some action. So this is, ooh, Electrickery. Oh. Okay, that's something. I want to play around vines, so I have to do it now. I have to kick it, and then I'm going to play the garrison. So both I'll draw spawns down, plus the Kyrian Ranger, which is good for me because Elephant Guide, once again, is something that's reasonable for my opponent to have. So they're probably not too happy about this. So there we go, main deck Electrickery. Sometimes it doesn't work. And then, yeah, Garrison is going to bounce the the artifact. Probably doesn't matter at all. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to strands again right now because I'm going to lose otherwise. I wish I didn't have all these prophetic prisons. Maybe I should have played a bog instead of a garrison. No, but this way, this gives me an untapped land. So this is probably right. Okay, and then I have to strands here. I have to. Because I want my Glinthawk to be able to kill another creature. What? Oh, River Boa. River Boa is it's a tough one to beat. I do have Journey to Nowhere in my deck. I just have to find one. It's possible that I should have just cast that's a good draw. It's possible I should have waited on the Electrickery to cast it, say, end of turn and make them tap out here. But there are things they could have that would punish that. So it's more of a question over whether it's correct to play around those. My opponent doesn't know about my third prophetic prism. And then I also have this bolt, which my opponent doesn't know about. Alright. And I could die. I can die for sure. So I'm gonna chump Thought Inspector on Riverboa to play around like double vines. Or Rancor. Okay. Okay, well, oh, I knew about that. I knew about the Rancor. Alright. I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna deal with this Riverboa. So, if my opponent has vines, that's just bolt in response, so that's not bad. I think I just let this happen. I don't think blocking really accomplishes anything. I can trade Thrive Inspector for 2 life later. It's not a big deal. Being at 2 life is a big deal, but I don't want to bolt because the bolt is my ticket out of here. Or my ticket to survive one more turn, at least. Skyfisher's a good one. Let's just draw all the cards. Thrive Inspector again is a good one. So I want to be able to vial and then the vial again in response to the vines. So I think I have to do this. And then this lets me attack with 1 Glinthawk. So I absolutely have to get in there. I can't wait. I can't sit around and do nothing. And I might die to double vines if my opponent plays, my opponent tricks me. But other than that, it's going to be hard for me to lose this turn. Okay, there's another Riverboa. That's not good either. Oh boy. I can bolt here, but then I lose to vines. So I think I'm not going to do that. Alright, we got another one. That's good. So I'm going to draw some cards. Make sure I bounce the right thing. Okay, so I've got 3 pieces of speed interaction, so I can go right here, bolt, bolt, bolt the Riverboa, and it dies. That just doesn't sound very good. Alternatively, I can bolt, bolt my opponent's face, and put my opponent down to 8. So if I can sneak in an attack here for 2, and then vial the Riverboa, and then not die, then I think I can win next turn. Assuming my opponent doesn't have multiple relevant cards. I'm still hoping that the last card is Elephant Guide. And then I'm going to hope they don't draw vines. I guess playing this Prophetic Prism is not playing around vines, but I think there's a good chance that they make me cast one of these. So I want to make sure I get that 1 card deeper. I do have Metalcraft. something I always have to check. When I have a certain number of permanents, I just automatically assume that Galvanic Blast is kicked, it's turned on. But that's not always the case. But yeah, I've got plenty. Ooh, this is tense. This is tense. Oh, that was probably the best draw I could have had. That was great. Okay, I think I'm solidly going to win this game now. Because now that means I can afford to take 2 from the River Boa. So I've got to make this attack here. My opponent's going to get down to 16. This is 10 in my hand. That's going to put them down to 6. And then I've got 6 power in the air. So I think I'm going to vial the trampling guy. And if they vines, I have to bolt. But the River Boa can be trumped by Throbbing Inspector. Make my opponent waste mana. All I have to do is not take 4 damage. Preferably, I don't spend my burn spells. There's not going to be any way for my opponent to just gain life or burn me down with 2 cards in hand. Alright, so I'm pretty confident that nothing can go wrong unless this gains trample. So I'm going to block like this. That is okay. What else do you have? Hunger's fine. I don't care about hunger. Bolt face. Alright. I guess I've counted correctly. Eked out a victory here. Wow, that was exciting. Okay. Crazy game. Alright, so against Stompy. Electricity turns out is not very good because all my opponent's cards are 2/2s. Once in a while it's good, but most of the time it's not. I'm going to bring in 1 Ancient Grudge, because my opponent's going to have longbows, and longbow can win the game by itself. I'm going to bring in Circle Protection Green. So these 4 cards are coming in. I'm going to side out 1 Palace Sentinels, 2 Battle Screech, and Valley of the Peasants. I think that's it. I wish I had an extra journey. Battle Screech gets worse because my opponent might bring in Scattershot, and well, Scattershot's not that good. I just don't want to. I don't want to just lose to it. I know I was worried about ending the game really fast there, but really all I need to do is kind of stabilize. I don't actually need to end the game super fast. I need to stall for long enough that I can burn my opponent for 10 when they weren't expecting it. So this hand has a problem that it doesn't have an artifact to Skyfisher. Otherwise, it's good. I'm gonna keep this hand and hope that it works. I'm gonna have my Forgotten Cave on turn 1 and then Bolt on turn 2. Probably Bolt on turn 2. Young Wolf is annoying, but at least my opponent is, well, they mulliganed, so they've got 4 cards. Okay. Rancor on Young Wolf is good. It is good. I think I'm just going to ignore all of that. I don't want to play the artifact in case I get blown out. the artifact land, I mean. But I do want to get this down so I can Skyfisher, because this means that next turn I can Skyfisher with Bolt Up. That sounds like a good plan. Okay, this makes Skyfisher with Bolt Up look like a worse plan. Looks like a worse plan now. I'll admit that. What do I want to do here? This does not look good. This does not look good at all. So I can Electricity, which would kill both of them. The problem is I would have to do it now if I want to play the Garrison. And then if I do that, then they can just put the Rancor and the Bone Splitter back on their turn. And that doesn't end well for me. And a lot of draws, Young Wolves they're just kind of a 1-1 that I can ignore. But here they're not 1-1s, and I can't ignore them. I think I have to play. The opponent says I'm going to time out. Yeah, well, I'm very aware that it's possible for me to time out, but in this case, I'm thinking that I'm doing okay. I am behind my opponent. How about Skyfisher, hold up Bolt? Yeah, I think this is what I want to do. There's not really a good outcome here for me. So I'm just trying to create a world in which, which I can do something relevant next turn. Yeah, I don't know if I can do anything here. Ash Barrens, so I can go Electricity plus Bolt. Alright, well, I'm doing that. And I just hope they don't have vines. I guess that's the best I can do. Now I can cast on their turn. Vines isn't that bad because I can Bolt in response. I'm going to let my opponent attack. And I'm going to hope my opponent, well, my opponent probably has a hunger. My opponent also probably is aware that I have a Bolt, so they're not going to play into it. So I can't, if I Bolt here and then get hunger, do I lose? I guess I don't even lose. I think I just have to do it because I'm so far behind. I'm just so far behind. So here I get to Vial plus something. I haven't figured that far ahead yet. But I have to Vial the Young Wolf. I'm going to take 4. Yeah, I don't know if I can get out of this one. I'd need my opponent to have nothing in hand, but of course they don't have nothing in hand. They've demonstrated that they don't have any lands. I'm going to need a Journey for the Young Wolf, and I'm going to need my opponent to not kill me here. I could block. Actually, I should probably just block. So I'm devoting 3 mana to Vial, and then I can play Skyfisher. Thrabber Inspector is also not bad. Okay, so start with Vial. 1 mana is going to go into using that. Yeah, okay, Glinthawk. Yes, return the Vial. And this is where I die to Vines, but I guess that's okay, because I don't have... Oh, there's my plan. There's my plan. It's possible for me to win this game. I just need my opponent to not have enchantment removal. And not have, well, I guess the Ranker's on the Young Wolf. I need to do this to play around pump spells. Crazy, it's actually possible that I win this game. What have we got here? Safe hold elite. Okay, so I'm going to devote 4 mana here. So here's this. Here's a Thrabber Inspector, which will keep the Kyrian Ranger back and or trade for it. Alright. So what have we got here? Maybe this is an Elephant Guide. No? Second thoughts? No, Gleeful Sabotage. Okay. Well, let's do it all. Oh, I should have waited for the Conspire trigger to go in the stack. Oh well. Not really important. So, not dead this turn, but I guess I can't rely on this circle to win me the game. And my opponent has a 7-power Trampler, which is certainly not good. I need a Journey, and I need my opponent to not have Vines. Okay. Did they Kyrian Ranger? Yeah, I think I just need to go find a Journey. And if I cannot, then I lose. I think. If I play this, I take 3 trample damage, and then I can chump, and I'm technically not dead. But no, that's just bad. Journey to nowhere. Alright, well, I'm gonna keep playing, but yeah, I think I've lost this game. I'll let my opponent figure it out. So, what went wrong here? I took a bunch of damage in the early game, and then my opponent made a 7-5 that I can't deal with. That's what happened. Oh well, oh well. This game was close. It was close. I am pretty close to stabilizing here. And certainly the circle would have saved me if... Yeah, okay, my opponent figured it out. So, yeah, that's game. Okay. Anything... So I saw Bone Splitter, which makes me happy to have the 1 Ancient Grudge in. I didn't see Epic Confrontation or Gut Shot, but I'm sure my opponent has them. They just were waiting for Standard Bearer. I think I like all this. I think. I could try like +1 Battle Screech, -1 Pal Fitness. I'm gonna try this way. I think this way is fine. It's pretty close. It just plus or minus 1 card. This hand's fine, so I get to draw cards, and I get to a bolt. I have prismatic strands, I have a circle protection. Hopefully I get to play these things in a timely manner. Hopefully my lands cooperate. And I'd like to draw a creature at some point. Also, turn 2 is probably just going to be Boros Garrison plus a Lightning Bolt, unless my opponent plays a Young Wolf. On the draw versus on the play is pretty different in this matchup, my experience, because all that I'm afraid of is falling behind in the first 3-4 turns, taking a bunch of damage. That's the vast majority of my losses. Once I... Oh, look at that Young Wolf again. I'm going to play the Vial. Also, that lets me play the Radiant Fountain, which means I can bounce that with the Garrison instead of bouncing something else. Okay. Burning Tree Emissary is fine. Burning Tree Emissary into Bone Splitter. I've seen better. I've seen better than that. That's a good one. I wish I could play this Thraben Inspector, but I cannot. Next turn. Play it next turn. So, kill the Burning Tree Emissary. Hopefully don't get mutagenic growth. Okay. Okay. Opponent has 4 cards in hand. I like having this Journey to Nowhere here. Although, ideally, I'm going to wait for my opponent to tap out before playing it. Scattershot's fine because I'm not really walking into it. Although, I guess now I do the Glinthawk and now I am walking into it. Oh well. I think I'm going to play Thraben Inspector here. I could Journey to Nowhere. Maybe that's superior. No, I really want to get my creatures out. That's my first priority. My second priority is, I guess I have to remove the Scattershot. So I'm playing the Bog Tap because I don't have a way to use my mana effectively. So I really want to be able to have an extra mana next turn when I play an untapped land. Okay, if my opponent's going to attack with Scatter Charge, I'm going to block that. I don't have anything profitable to do with the Young Wolf, and I'd like to be able to Prismatic Strands later. So I think this is just free, and if they want to trade a removal spell for it, then I'm okay. Sure, I didn't expect that. My opponent has 1 card left. Just 1. I saw that. Okay, so Skyfisher here. Also have Prophetic Prism. The thing I'm worried about is... Actually, maybe the right play is Journey and then Glinthawk bounce Prophetic Prism. Let's do that. My opponent has... Nope. Okay, they don't have it. Well, of course, maybe they have Gleeful Sabotage and they're just waiting for that, but if they were waiting for that, then I get to get them with my Circle of Protection. So I would not recommend that to my opponent. Leave the Prophetic Bosom on the battlefield because it makes mana, or like makes white mana rather, because I've also just white spells and only one white mana otherwise. I'm not going to block the Young Wolf. I don't think that's important right here. And then here I get to play Standard Bearer and hold up Prismatic Strands. And I think I can just wait. I think I'm good. I think I'm stable. I can afford to take another 3 here. I'm just going to leave up Prismatic Strands forever. Or maybe I should block. No, because it's a Bone Splitter, it really doesn't make blocking appealing at all. I can afford to take 3. But I was able to prevent 1 damage by holding back the Glint Hawk, so I think that was not too bad. I'm not going to play a Circle Protection Green, because I don't want to get that plus the Journey Gleeful Sabotaged. Okay, and my opponent knows about the Vial, so I guess I should just play that. I'm hoping to draw an untapped land. Okay, I'm going to wait 1 more turn. I can afford to take damage as long as it's just 3. Okay, so Nest Invader is going to make an Eldrazi spawn there. I don't know, maybe I'm wasting my mana and that's super bad. Could definitely be convinced. Journey to Nowhere. Okay, that was what I wanted. So now I start attacking with Glint Hawk. Still holding up Prismatic Strands. I'm holding it up because I think I'm in control of this game. I'm really hoping my opponent doesn't play something that makes me lose control. That would be very embarrassing. I think I can just afford to take this. Bolt's a good one, because I want to bolt the Eldrazi spawn. In fact, I should probably just do that now. I don't want that here. Get out of my sight. Alright, there we go. I'm going to Prismatic Strands this turn. And it's going to be bad if my opponent has Get Shot, because they're going to get to hit my Standard Bearer, and then like Hunger. I think this is okay. I did not draw quite as well as I was hoping, and so I'm not super confident anymore. And that's why I decided to do this. Man, Young Wolf plus Bone Splitter is very annoying. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to buy all that. Palace Sentinels. There we go. That's a good one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's Palace Sentinels. I become the Monarch. And I'm also going to bounce Prophetic Prism. And so this block's there, so I can afford both of these attacks. Just try to get this game over relatively quickly. Electricity is possibly a relevant card. My opponent is just flooding out pretty hard. So despite me not drawing super well, although that was a good draw, because it's 4 toughness on the ground. Okay, that's fine. I do not mind that. I'm just going to block. Right? Block here? Yeah. I kill on 2 hits in the air. My opponent's going to have so much go right. I guess Natural State is something I could lose to. Just draw some cards. Okay. And my opponent is dead on board, and I'm holding up Prismatic Strands. And I think I'm going to Vial them too, just to be safe. Although I'm having trouble thinking of what bad happens to me. Is there any way that maybe, I guess Epic Confrontation. Okay. Alright, got him. So yeah, matches up against Stompy are pretty tense with Boros. It's, you're just a control deck and you're always on the back foot. But it is favored. So that was close. Opponent's a solid player, so I'm always worried because I don't get to take advantage of him the way I get to take advantage of bad Stompy players in the league. I'm now 2-1. See you in the next round.